what you talking about. There's so something.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Tank Dell. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Black Knights and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition. The regular season ends. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Henry To'oTo'o on the tackle. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Pistol here for Herbert. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Dell motioning over. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This one caught by Mechie. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Back to the tight end, Stover. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Ka'imi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The open man is Johnston. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert on the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Will Dissly. Touchdown Chargers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Black Knights offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pierce will get it on the zone read. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take it over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
1 quarter in the books. The Chargers out to the early lead. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop. That's Palmer, the man in motion. He runs with it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now he takes off. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Johnston motioning over. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. To throw, it's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Herbert to the air again. To the tight end, likely. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Black Knights offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Junior Colson on the tackle. A gain of 2.
Stroud. He completes this one to Mechie. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for A.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, Xavier Hutchinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit. Here in this first half. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Short throw taken by Pitts. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Black Knights get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Herbert now on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, and instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. This one caught by Mechie. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pierce. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Stroud. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run it here with Pierce. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Right back to Pierce on 1st down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Now Stroud. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's another.
On the handoff, this is Pierce. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. To the right. That's Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud going to set up to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Throwing is Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19. At the Chargers.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Stroud to throw. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
That's good.
Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 4-yard
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
To throw is Stroud. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I actually don't love these plays, Mike, just throwing it up to the back corner on 2-point tries. But when you have the confidence that your guy can go up and come down with it, and you can execute it at this level, it certainly worked out this time.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On play action now. Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. The Chargers get set to kick it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Black Knights offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, former 4th overall pick of the Raiders, gets in there for the sack. On play action, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Ho-ho! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert to the tight end, Likely. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Black Knights offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He completes it to Hutchinson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now, Stroud. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's caught left side by Pitts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Dell motioning over. Down inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Stroud. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
He's brought down at the 31. And 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. 3rd and 5. Throwing, Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now, Herbert. He finds Likely, his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
That ultra ground music, riding in the years, I use it. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet, I step and approve. Straight ultra ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted me, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You need a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them feeling when the record she was peeking.
out the cupboard. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, and lip, you at? She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog, the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
Bands of Denzel.
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this Zell. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good, it's gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lane. Show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get. Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about. Now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop a chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out.
nerd. Chopper doing circles, it's a bird. Take him to the potty, he's a nerd. Pop out, I ain't seen hit corners in the burbs. Pop out, done politicking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in the party? Them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learn to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode at the school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, just a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again, and did it again, and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tabbed. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and that's where I'm at.
On your top 5.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Jets and the Black Knights, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air today. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. First and 10, it's Pierce. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Stroud looking to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The throwing again is Stroud. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York set to take the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wilson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And it's incomplete, broken up.
That's interference.
But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Wilson will throw again. He'll let this go for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Wilson. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw over the middle. He's got Rucker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mechie, the man in motion. Throwing now is Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here goes Stroud again. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Mechie from 3 yards out. And the Black Knights are able to move back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. We're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So no gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
Mechie, the man in motion. Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud looking to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Caught. It's Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Wilson.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again is Wilson.
That one taken in by Corley.
7 yards there and a first down. Throwing is Wilson.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he returns this to the 22. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Got his man, Dell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now it's Wilson.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. To throw is Wilson.
Slant to Adams.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, New York.
Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage?
And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! Kevontae Turpin, 77 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Running left, it's Hall. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Hall again on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Another carry for Pierce. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. This complete to Corley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Again, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jets 1st down.
Wilson. That one taken in by Corley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Throwing is Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
As Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Until about the 23. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now a fake on the Jets sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.